Okay, Pastor Vince told a little bit about the IMAX thing. I've actually never been to an IMAX theater. Do we have one here in Fort Smith? No. I've never been to one, but, you know, I remember, I'm a NASCAR fan, so it's an experience of a moving picture that you've never experienced before. It's just so huge, and they'll do it in 3D and things like that. I've never been to one. However, I remember when me and I bought a video once that said it was for IMAX. So I thought, hey, if I put this in my DVD player, I can have the same experience. Wrong. It looked just the same as everybody else's I put it in, you know. So that shows you how slow I am. I remember you know, when I was a little kid, it was still black and white, and we had this. I remember our first TV we got. It was like this big. And we used the clothes hanger for the antenna, and they put aluminum around it to make it receive. And there was 2 channels. You know, you got 5 and you got 40. I think you got PBS too. I don't remember, but I just thought it was the greatest thing in the world. I was just I was infatuated with the people that lived in TV. You know, and I was like, wow. So how can we recreate that? So me and my little brother, we would go make movies. On a rainy day, we could make a mini-series. I'm here to tell you. On a rainy day, we could tear it up. And what was so great about it is that we would write the own script, you know? And of course, we had to play multiple actors, but we were gifted enough that we thought that we could do multiple characters. We never did a female character, I'll tell you that. But we did theater. And there was times that we would think as we're making this movie, and we would talk with each other, and we'd say, now, let's pretend like, okay, the camera's panning this way.
Honey, don't get the mic just
Hebrews 10:23 says, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. Isaiah 41:10, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Psalm 55:22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. The steps of a good man, Psalm 37, are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not utterly be cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. You get saved, the first thing you do is you find you a church, and then you go through Christianity 101. Okay, that's how it is. While doing that, we should also get involved in programs at church, then that is a commonplace for us to do. But it's also necessary. Even if we've been a Christian for a while, we should plug ourselves into a church. And we should plug ourselves into some kind of activity. That's what the Bible tells us. During this growing process, whether you're a 5-day-old Christian or a 565-day-old Christian or whatever, 20 years or whatever else, we should still plug ourselves into these activities. And I'll tell you why. During this growing process, no matter where you are with your walk with Jesus, as we grow and as we continue to do these things, that we place ourselves into doing these activities, whichever they are, okay? God then starts to give you some idea of His will for you. And today, even though it says IMAX, seeing the big picture, I just put IMAX in there because I'm a movie fan. It's really just seeing the big picture today. But that's the deal. Involved in Christian activities, whether it is being a missionary, whether it's out and doing public mission work, you should still be involved in it. Doing these type of activities, getting yourself plugged in. This is one of the things, and I wanted the young people to stay here because of this. When you get plugged into these things, God will show you His will for your life. And even if it's come time to stop what you're doing and He's going to give you a different area in which He wants you to go. The devil wants you to stay unplugged. You don't have to go to church today. It's okay. Don't you remember? God's with you wherever you go. It's okay. And then eventually the 2 weeks, the 3 weeks you miss, you're not doing activities at church, you become, as they do a cancer, they cut it out. Without this process, it's difficult. Difficult to come into God's will. You know, the last, 3 months, I did blooming. Blooming where you planted is accepting God. The ark is basically God's will. And the victorious life is peace and understanding. So today, this one, number 4, is seeing that big picture. We'll go to the scripture. Not no different. Psalm 32:8 says, I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. Isaiah 30:21. And thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left. Proverbs 16:3 says, Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.